A gentle morning light creeps into the quiet attic, illuminating the world of a lonely, dedicated scholar. The attic feels small, yet within its narrow walls his thoughts stretch wider than the village below. He begins his day early, finding wisdom within the frayed edges of ancient, weathered philosophical books. Each morning page becomes a quiet doorway, opening toward patience, courage, and a deeper understanding of life. Beside him, his loyal companion Dexter watches the world through golden eyes, resting in silent warmth. Dexter's gentle presence reminds him that loyalty can speak softly without needing a single word. The soft glow of a candle banishes the lingering shadows, warming the cold air of this morning. The candlelight trembles beside the books, making the old room feel both fragile and sacred. Then, a visitor arrives to mock the quiet life, yet Max keeps his focus on his path. Rather than answer mockery with anger, he chooses stillness, protecting the peace he has built within himself. Amidst the unkind words, the scholar finds strength in his silence, unmoved by the opinions of others. The unkind voice fades quickly, but the lesson remains, sharpening his patience like a hidden blade. With the disruption gone, a heavy, peaceful stillness descends back upon the tiny wooden attic room again. When silence returns, it does not feel empty. It feels like a shelter made from discipline. Every word on the parchment serves as a guiding anchor for his weary heart and focused mind. He copies each meaningful sentence slowly, letting the wisdom settle deep into his tired heart. The relentless sound of rain becomes a soothing rhythm, accompanying the scholar through his long, solitary hours. Rain on the roof becomes a steady drumbeat, urging him to continue when the hours feel long. Deep in a dream, the golden cat rests, oblivious to the challenges his human friend must face. The sleeping cat makes the attic gentler, softening the loneliness that sometimes gathers around him. Slowly, he organizes his limited belongings, treating each old book as a treasure worth protecting forevermore. He arranges his few possessions with respect, because order is the first proof of a focused mind. Though hunger often visits his table, he finds nourishment in the vast, rich depths of his knowledge. Even when his plate is nearly bare, his spirit feels fed by the ideas he refuses to abandon. He pens down thoughts of resilience, turning his current suffering into a source of inner power. Writing transforms hardship into language, and language transforms pain into something he can finally carry. As the morning fades into midday, the atmosphere in the attic shifts with the changing golden light. As light moves across the room, he notices how every season of effort changes him quietly. A moment of play breaks the solemnity as the kitten finds joy in the simple, dusty pencil. The kitten's playful movement interrupts the heaviness, offering him a brief and needed breath of joy. Watching the little creature dance, the scholar feels a sudden flicker of warmth within his lonely heart. A small smile appears, reminding him that tenderness can survive even in difficult and lonely places. During the stillness of midday, the attic holds its breath, waiting for the wisdom of the afternoon. Midday holds the attic in a soft pause, as if the world is waiting for his next thought. He reads familiar passages again, finding new layers of truth hidden deep within those ancient, brittle pages. Every reread reveals something new, proving that wisdom grows deeper when patience returns to the page. Outside the window, a small bird sings, reminding the scholar of the world that continues on beyond. The bird outside seems to sing for a world he has not yet stepped fully into. He prepares a humble cup of tea, the only luxury he allows himself in this modest attic home. His cup of tea warms his hands, giving his quiet routine a small note of comfort. Sipping his tea slowly, he contemplates the beauty of a life built on discipline and quiet, simple focus. The rising vapor captures the kitten's gaze, drifting into the cool air of the attic like light clouds. From his elevated vantage point, he observes the village, feeling both apart from and connected to it all. People pass by in the rain, unaware of the scholar who watches and learns from their fleeting lives. Turning away from the window, he settles back into the heavy, comforting embrace of his precious books. His mind weaves through complex thoughts, capturing the essence of time and the weight of human existence. The warmth of his loyal companion offers a grounding force, keeping the scholar anchored to the earth. As the sun begins its slow descent, golden light filters through the clouds, painting the room in amber. Ending his study for the day, he rests his hands, feeling the weight of the wisdom he carried. The day concludes with a graceful stretch from his cat, signaling a time for rest and reflection. Soft whispers of his own thoughts fill the quiet room, reinforcing the lessons he has learned today. The sky outside dims into shades of twilight, mirroring the calm, settled state of his soul within. Waiting at the doorway, the golden cat anticipates the quiet evening that marks the end of toil. He tidies his workspace with care, maintaining order in his small sanctuary amidst the chaotic world outside. A gentle companion, Dexter offers comfort through his simple presence at the end of a long day. The candle flickers once and then gives in to the dark, leaving only a faint trace of smoke. As darkness claims the attic, the world sleeps, and the scholar prepares for his dreams of tomorrow. Resting against the cold wall, he feels the satisfaction of a life dedicated to his inner principles. The rhythmic rain becomes his lullaby, a comforting sound that wraps around him in the dark silence. With eyes closed, he lets the day's events settle, finding peace in the simple act of breathing. Safe under the makeshift blanket, the cat drifts into dreams, content with his small corner of peace. The world outside is vast and unpredictable, yet inside, the scholar finds his own quiet, steady place. In his dreams, the wisdom he studied today dances, turning into truths that shine with inner light. Every breath in this dark room is a reminder of the quiet courage built through long days. A pale moonbeam cuts through the darkness, touching the inkpot and the worn edges of his books. The trials of the day are left behind, and he finds peace in the deep, silent hours of night. Even the golden cat finds shelter in the quiet attic, dreaming of adventures under the soft moonlight. The old books watch over him, guarding the secrets of the ancients as he sleeps in safety. Though the world may change, the attic remains a bastion of endurance and quiet scholarly strength. Through the night, the play of shadows and light keeps watch until the dawn returns again. A new day begins as he rises, his spirit renewed by the wisdom of the previous night. Dexter is already awake, welcoming the morning with a stretch that fills the room with calm. He returns to his desk, ready to face the world with a heart tempered by patience today. Soft light pours through the small window, inviting the scholar to begin his work once more. With deep respect, he opens the ancient tome, looking for answers to the questions of his life. The kitten watches him with quiet eyes, a constant presence that keeps the loneliness far away. Deep in his studies, he forgets the world and its cold, harsh words for a moment. Outside, the rain intensifies, drumming against the roof, but inside, his focus remains entirely unbroken. He writes down notes, capturing truths that will help him guide others who are lost too. The order of his desk reflects the order he seeks to build within his own growing mind. Returning again, the visitor stops, sensing a change in the quiet scholar who once seemed so frail. Max looks up, his gaze steady and kind, showing no trace of the hurt from before today. Faced with this unexpected peace, the visitor finds his own mockery falling flat and fading away. The scholar simply returns to his work, undisturbed by the world that no longer weighs him down. Without a single word, the visitor retreats, sensing the newfound strength of the man he once mocked. With the space empty once more, the companion sits by the scholar, a silent witness to victory. His eyes linger on the ancient quotes that paved his road to dignity and inner peace. Hard work and patience have transformed the struggling boy into a wise and respected mentor today. The rain eventually yields to the sun, signaling that the difficult season of his life is over. Brilliant sunlight now floods the once gloomy attic, showing the wisdom he has built within here. He stacks his final books away, a man satisfied with the progress he has made today. The playful kitten jumps with glee, sensing the weight lifted from his friend's heavy, burdened heart. He looks at his small wooden world with pride, seeing a life of quiet achievement within. Standing tall, he knows that the path he walked was his own, built on resilience and truth. The village looks different now, bright with the promise of a future filled with clarity. A gentle smile graces his face as he looks toward a future he has finally earned. The golden cat shares in the victory, purring against his hand as the day winds down. In the warmth of the midday sun, he knows he is ready for the responsibilities ahead. He reviews the lessons he has written, a treasure trove for others to learn from later. Everything is ready, the sanctuary of his attic now fully prepared for his life as a mentor. A long breath releases the final tensions of his past, welcoming the peace of the present. Content and calm, the golden cat drifts back to sleep in the warmth of the afternoon light. His thoughts drift to the village below, where he will soon offer the wisdom he earned here. The quiet, steady flow of time is all he needs to feel completely grounded and at home. With deliberate grace, he folds the blanket, ending the day as neatly as he began it. The loyal kitten watches him with love, a constant companion on this long, transformative journey home. Finally, the scholar turns toward the door, prepared to step out into the village as a mentor. The little cat follows him, his loyal friend, through every step of this long-awaited day forward. Finally, the door clicks shut, ending the quiet solitude as he walks toward his bright future. The attic rests in silence, holding the echoes of the hard work that changed everything forevermore. The quiet attic rests in soft peace, holding every